Hello and welcome to all you lords and ladies of fate. You have once again found yourselves in the self-proclaimed only Twitch TTRPG stream that allows you, the viewer, to significantly impact the stories being told on your screens. In order to do so, you must spend fate chips. These are our loyalty points that you can earn just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or even for engaging with us in the Twitch chat. Use those fate chips to heal your favorite players, summon a custom item, make the players say silly things, scare your players, make them sing, tell innuendo jokes. All good things. Give them a cursed teddy bear. Make it storm. Split the party up and then go boom. Anyways, you could even force them into random encounters if that's what you so choose. Tonight, we are playing Conan, Adventures in an Age Undreamed of by Modifius Entertainment. I will be playing the part of Crom, who cares not for your worries. Joining me tonight, we have an amazing cast, as always, featuring our favorite, the one, the only, Nat, our master behind the scenes, and the one keeping us all running, our producer. After that, we have Thornicius, the Bostonian archer. We have Zinnia, the mercenary queen. We have Sang, the emissary from far off Katai. Joining us shortly will be Abertak, the zealous witch hunter. And unable to be with us tonight is our shadowy assassin Verai, who likes to stab people in the face for apparently no reason, but actually has a reason. He's getting paid. He's an assassin. She's an assassin. It's an assassin. What do you expect?
She's getting paid surprisingly little gold.
Eh, you say potato, I say free murder. We find ourselves today on the after effects of a major bender with the Taurus tribe of Picts. There was a feast. There was drinking. There was dancing. There was stories. There were peace pipes. There were herbs being thrown into the fires, and all of a sudden our party is passed out in various places around the camp, against trees. This one's against a fence. That one is tucked between the legs of somebody else. I mean, it's just a regular mess of folks, but they have no idea about that because they wake up and they find themselves in a dreamscape, if you will. It's gray, light, well lit. Everything is clearly well lit. There are no shadows, no source of light. You can just see, but it's gray, like you're in a fog, like in a mist. You can't even see ground. The ground is just gray, but you're standing on it like a firm waterbed almost. And you're there, and much like a dream, it just makes sense while you're in the middle of it, although once the dream is over, when you think about it, nothing makes sense. But while you're here, for the moment, everything just makes sense in this dreamscape. Hi there, friend. Yeah. They got really high, and now they're on a dream journey.
Lost their mind to go and walk about.
So, here you are. There's the four of you. Where is the fifth member? You don't know. Wait, there's only three of you. But, I mean, you're expecting that, right? The other two are somewhere else, and that's just the way it is, because you know how dreams are. They just make sense when you're in the moment. And you have this dream and these clouds and this gray mist. But it's not a dream because you're here and you see each other. You're not alone in your dream. Abertak, you see Zenaya and Thornicius. Thornicius, you see Zenaya and Abertak and Zang and Verai, but Verai's not here a moment later, and Verai just walked away, but that's how it is. It makes sense. It's a dream. And it's gray. And there's no source of light.
No purple.
But there is light.
No blue.
And no shadows. But it makes sense. And we'll take a moment for your characters to get acclimated to this gray dream state. There is nothing in sight but gray and each other.
Not even rolling fog? Like, what are we standing on here?
What you're standing on is exactly the same gray as everything else. For all you can tell, you're standing on nothing, but it feels like a very firm waterbed. You can feel a little bit of undulation, just a little bit of undulation beneath your feet, like waves across the ground that you can't see, but it's there.
Mhm. What has Vera gotten this into again?
There he is! I mean, Verai is not there. It's to be expected. Verai must out be doing something, you know? And Abertac's not there. But, you know, they'll be back. Or maybe not.
Taking a shower or something.
Yeah.
Whatever a shower is.
A dream shower, bathing in the streams of time, if you will.
He certainly needs it.
We did have audio is a smidgen low.
Is that just on me or is that on everyone?
I think it's maybe on everybody. Hey, I'll ask, are we coming through clearly, or is all of us kind of quiet? Just make certain we're covered. We don't want to have any issues. We want to make certain everybody gets to enjoy I Dream. But as we continue here, as you're just kind of looking around and wondering for just a brief moment how the three of you can all three be in a dream together, and then forgetting about that because it just makes sense.
Going to
That's
be your butt's going to
way-
be near my face.
A dream works.
I'm muted, by the way.
No, it wasn't.
No, you're not.
You're not.
Oh. Mute button.
All right, he says we are good on volume. Okay. So,
Mike's turned a bit red.
Yeah, push the mute button.
nope. And he's gone.
And he's gone. And he's back.
No, the button is really close to the other thing.
Dude, what?
No, I'm using the right microphone.
Oh, I apologize, Atlas. I did not know that.
I pushed the physical button.
I made an assumption. I was mistaken. I apologize. All right. So, as you're looking around at each other, you see off in the distance, kind of not marching, but walking in non-step unison with each other, a bunch of tools.
I found one.
Like, if you've seen the Another Brick in the Wall music video, and there's like all the hammers and sickles and stuff walking and marching like Nazis, there are hammers and knives and hatchets and axes and bows that are walking in unison together towards you, and they're almost anthropomorphized, like they're almost human-like in nature. You know that an axe doesn't have legs and arms, and these axes don't have legs and arms, but somehow they're walking, and it just makes sense the way that they're moving. And you can tell that the head of the hammer can see. And these various tools and implements of wilderness destruction and creation, they have leathers on and snakeskins wrapped around them like clothing, and feathers and other natural things wrapped around them as accoutrements. As
Do
they're
these accoutrements have any specific nationality or designation? Something similar to like the Picts or.
I mean, if you had to guess, they're probably Pictish tools, even though they're not made of stone. Zhang, these are Kitani tools. Like, of Kitani design. Like, you know how an axe from one nation is a little different from an axe from another nation, even though they serve the same function? These axes look like they were made in the Golden City, your home.
Well,
Thornicius, these are high quality steel, good men of the West tools. These were made in Aquilonia, or these were made in Galparan, or wherever. These are Aquilonian tools, the kind of ones that you grew up with in your hand. When you see a bow like this, when you see this axe, this hatchet, you know you can just heft it and feel it. It feels, you know that if this hatchet were to be in your hand, it would feel natural, perfect, like it was designed to fit your hand. Zinnia, the same for you. These, every single one of these appears to be Argosian. They have those Argosian traits, the smooth lines around them, the slightly more compact so that they can be out on ships and boats. Each one of these sets of tools, the tool itself looks like, feels like almost native to each of you. But they're wrapped in natives' attire, the attire of these Pictish natives. They are wrapped in the attire of leathers and furs and skins and feathers and bones as they come marching forward. And above them, above it, between it, well, behind it, no, I mean, above them directly, it makes sense, but it's kind of all of these things. They're both marching towards it, and they are already underneath it. A stone tablet, a few feet to each side, tilted forward, with a channel carved out of it in the middle. And down that channel is a flow of blood. Red, viscous, deep blood flowing down that channel on this stone tablet, above and in front of, and also somehow behind these tools, these Pictish tools. They are marching through this channel of blood flowing down from this tablet.
So that means they're getting covered in this blood, right? So we're
Yes.
seeing, okay, native-born to us, whatever we are, native-born tools wrapped in Pictish garb, walking through this channel of blood. And
The stream of blood.
Yeah, and it's
Yep.
raining down on them.
Yes.
What did I smoke? It's like, what kind of wacky weed was in that pipe?
yeah, none of this is my brand.
This is right on brand for Abertac, though, wherever he may be. It's Abertac!
Hey, he made it.
Just a little embarrassed by his husband, that's all.
As these tools move through the stream of blood, you see them change, morph, but They were always like this. Into jewels. Into shiny, well-cut, beautiful jewels. And I need a society check from whoever shall decide to give me a society check.
1 second. I probably have a decent society check.
I would also allow lore.
I have a better society check.
That's at least one success there.
Yeah, one success. Do you have any abilities in society?
I have one.
Say,
One
what is
success.
your society? Hey, oh, okay, that's good. Thornicius is only a 7, so you did not get any successes.
That was a close
He didn't
success.
even bother.
That's my ability.
Oh wait, no, Thornicius, you did get one success. I apologize. I got him backwards. I thought Mike rolled first. So both of you got one success. These jewels aren't just any jewels. You recognize these. Thornicius, you recognize these because it's a neighboring nation and one that, you hear stories of growing up all the time. Zhang, you recognize these because you traveled through there on your way here. These are the crown jewels of Ophir. Ophir being the next nation basically east of Argos and southeast of Aquilonia. Ophir is a relatively small nation, but known for its mines, diamond mines, gem mines, emerald mines, ruby mines. Ophir is known for its vast wealth. And the only reason they haven't been taken over by every other country in the world is because they use that wealth to buy mercenaries. Zinnia, you've worked for them. Ophir pays very well for their mercenaries. That's where you were before you came here. That was your last assignment, was Ophir. Ophir pays their mercenaries. They've got a very small, standing guard military force, but they are always hiring mercenaries to defend their borders and sometimes maybe run out and do other things. Very small, very rich nation. These tools of your homeland, wrapped in Pictish attire, are walking or marching through this stream of blood and turning into the crown jewels of Ophir.
Boy, you make all this.
Oh, you know what? I don't have this as a map pulled up. I should probably show this on a map. Give me 30 seconds to set this up as, 30 seconds to put the map on the Roll20 here. Fate campaign, Conan books. Adventures in an Age Undreamed of map. Yes, okay, that's what I want. And download. And now downloads map. And now we go to Roll20, and I know how to do this. I swear. Graphics, no, not graphics. Dang it. Upload. Downloads. Map.
Yeah. That's good. That's an enchantment?
Why did you not upload?
White. No,
No,
wire.
your second.
Map. Continue. Uploading PDF. Processing PDF. Why are you not adding yourself? Oh, here we go.
Yeah, Michael.
Got it. Show to players isn't currently shared. Do you want to show to everyone? Yes. That doesn't do it.
That's why
I'll swear, folks, I'll figure out Roll20 one of these days. And what can we see? Oh, we can see it. Okay. All right. Hey, I did something right for a change. So if you look here at this map, it's set up on the Roll20, and you can see it on the Twitch stream now too. So right now, the party is about, if you see Cimmeria, just south of Cimmeria is Venarium. West of Venarium, between the mountains and the rivers, that's where Turner's Pass is. South of that is Aquilonia. And to the east of there is the Kingdom of Ophir, O-P-H-I-R. Maybe I'm saying that wrong, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. This is what Crom says. It is now Ophir. One of these days I'll learn all of this. Good to have you, Felix, by the way. Glad you're here. Point prompty thing on the map. I can do a point prompty thing? Pointer. I don't know how to do a pointer. Nope, that's not it. Anyways, doesn't matter. Just to show where the Kingdom of Ophir is. And that these tools are turning into the crown jewels. Tools into jewels, if you will, of the Kingdom of Ophir as they pass underneath this stream of blood coming down from this ancient stone tablet. Abertak, this is an Asheronian stone tablet.
Oh, am I actually there?
Yeah.
Oh.
You've been there the whole time.
Oh, I thought you said I wasn't there.
It's a dream. Of course you were there the whole time. Everybody knows you were there the whole time.
Right, well,
It
I'm
makes
the only one
sense.
I'm the only one wearing clothes. Then.
You're wearing clothes?
I'm the only one wearing clothes.
Okay. I'm good with this.
It's my dream.
Yes, we all know you want to see us naked.
Okay,
All
everybody-
of the tools are not wearing clothes, just implements of Pictish delight.
Okay, lovely.
You never left home, Dorothy. All right. And now with that. Okay, I sent that picture away. Why is it still there? Go away. No longer show to players. Whatever. I can't figure out Roll20. It's smarter than I. We're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. Okay. Anyways. Does anybody have anything to question, ask, state, do at this specific moment?
Can we interact with the tools?
You move towards the tools. I mean, they're kind of marching past you.
Uh-huh.
Do you get close enough to be underneath the stream of blood?
No. Are they man-sized tools or are they just like tools?
Yes.
Okay. I reach out to try and touch one before it goes under the blood.
Your hand passes through.
Passes through. Okay.
Passes through like a mist.
This is just a vision.
But now you're holding on to a tool.
Which one?
You grabbed an axe,
Okay.
normal sized, still dressed up in Pictish leathers are strapped around it, but it's like the handle is wrapped in leather now as you're holding on to this axe. You reached out for one that was this size of a person, and you went through it, but you came back with one the size of a normal tool.
Hey,
Hmm.
let me take your toy.
It makes sense. It's a dream.
Right. Okay. I hold it up in front of me and I say, Where were you yesterday?
It's an axe. It doesn't do
It
anything.
doesn't talk. It doesn't talk. Doesn't try to move on its own. Doesn't try and wriggle free of my grip. Nothing.
It is a well-made Aquilonian axe with a leather-wrapped handle,
Hmm.
like the Picts would make.
Stick it in your bag and flip.
I flip it around to the blunt end, and I kind of tap it on Abertak's head, like tink, tink, tink. Does that hurt?
He bonks you on the head with the side of an axe.
No, strangely enough.
Does he actually feel that? Like, I'm checking. Yeah, you feel this? Okay. I'm gonna hold
Okay.
on to this for a second.
My turn.
My turn.
Well, if we're testing things out, I'd like to take one of my golden coins and touch it to the blood, see if that changes anything. Careful not to get any on my hands, of course.
Okay.
I have tongs for this purpose. I am an alchemist after
Oh,
all.
so you're using so you're using tongs to hold it forward.
Yes.
Where are you
All right.
keeping it?
Then I won't make you do me an acrobatics check because you're using tongs. It's a good thing you declared that.
Yes.
The coin covers in blood like a chocolate fondue covering a strawberry.
Ooh, goopy.
That's
Sexy?
disgusting.
Wait. Oh yeah, disgusting.
What's it taste like?
As you pull the coin out, as you pull the coin out
Gravy.
of the blood, it goes back to being a coin.
Oh, he's
No
bleeding.
covering.
It tastes like gravy.
While you're holding it there, it is being covered in blood, in sticky, viscous blood. But when you pull it away, the blood doesn't come with it.
Chance, amongst my alchemical tools, would it be reasonable to assume there's a flask?
I mean, I'll give you a flask. You wouldn't even have to have alchemical tools for that. You know how much I like whiskey.
I'd like to see if I can come away with a sample of this blood.
I'm assuming you're using your tongs again.
Obviously. I ain't
Yeah, so you gently move the flask underneath the stream of blood coming down. As you're so close now that these tools are walking through you. As each of them walks through you, you don't notice anything. But the three people around you notice blood coming across your shoulders the same way that they're coming down across the tools, but only while each tool is passing through you, and you don't notice it. But you hold that flask under there long enough, the flask starts overflowing with blood.
pull the flask out.
Empty.
Oh,
Does this stone have any writing on it?
Ooh, that's a good question. You can give me a sorcery check.
I can't.
Sure, you asked about it.
I don't think I have sorcery.
mind if I give a sorcery check?
Just go for it. The tyrants are going to want this blood. They won't even have to put plastic down.
No, right? Let's see. Where is my... Oh, there it is. One success.
Can you roll 2 dice for me?
No, no success.
Can you roll 2 for me too, please?
And this is for Andy.
Sorcery.
Well, I got 2 successes and a complication.
Oh, two. Interesting. Okay. Did not expect
Sorry,
that.
you're going
All right.
Man. Cat, are you going to follow me the entire time?
She wants you to get
Abertech, you see this. First off, You're in sorcery. You recognize for just a moment this isn't real. For just a moment. This has to be sorcery. As you read the tablet, you realize that there are runes, there are sigils, symbols on the tablet that you've seen before. For just a moment, you read the word architect.
Hmm.
You read the word trophy. And then you realize that none of this is real. You're not real. This dream isn't real. This experience isn't real. Nothing that you're reading, this is impossible. This has to be sorcery that you're in, or a dream that you've been trapped upon, that is being forced upon you.
Do we notice any change in Abertak as
Nope.
he reads the stone?
His face gets dark.
Face gets dark.
That's sexy.
And within a few moments, the feeling of it not being real fades as it's a dream again. And when you're in the moment of a dream always makes sense in the moment.
Yes, in the moment.
In the moment.
I just want to say for the greater good.
The greater good.
Greater good.
Well, I'm not getting anything out of this. Anybody
As you look forward to where those tools are marching, not even super far from you, as the tools go into the blood and they turn into these Ophiran jewels. And even though they're a jewel, but they're a man-sized jewel, but they're a jewel, and they don't have legs, but they're marching, and you know they're marching, even though there's no head or feet, they're marching. That's what they're doing, because jewels obviously march in this dream. They march towards a pedestal, a marble pedestal, a cylinder with a square at the bottom, a square at the top, going down into a cylinder, like almost a Greek pedestal. And on top of that pedestal is a skull of a human, a large skull of a human. And the tablet that's been pouring blood is pouring blood on this skull. And it's always been pouring blood on this skull because it's always been here. This pedestal has been, it's just there. It was there before, you just weren't looking at it. Obviously, it's just a dream. It was there. And you see this tablet pouring the stream of blood upon the skull. And as it hits the skull, instead of like flowing over like you would expect, instead it goes to the skull and then flows out from the skull's eye sockets and from the skull's nose sockets. And from where the jaw would be is nothing. But the eyes and the nose sockets are flowing that blood forward to the ground, all the way to the ground. Ermslayer, yes, we absolutely do redeems. You can control what happens in this game. However, as you're staring at this skull, the blood dripping to the ground, there's different. And this time you actually do notice a difference. It's not just disappearing, because before it was like hitting the tools and tools were walking through, but whatever was happening to it was just like gone. It wasn't puddling or pooling. But now that blood is turning into small puddles, multiple puddles upon the ground, scattered around this pillar, this pedestal.
I don't like this one bit. I don't like any of this. I don't understand it.
And
I
a
don't know.
foul wind blows. You smell something.
Ah.
Hermslayer redeems an encounter. An encounter 3. Oh.
Good thing I got a hatchet.
Let me get a drink here, and then I got you, Erm. However, Atlask is on your side. The foul wind goes away. It's still foggy, but it's like a warm fog now. Like it's almost a comforting fog. It's you know that it's a nice day, even though you're in. I mean, it's not fog. It's just gray, and there's no specific source, but it's warm, and you can almost feel the sunlight coming down upon you as these various puddles of blood begin to rise, begin to turn into a red mist, begin to lift above this non-existent ground.
Yeah.
All right. I got you, Felix, but it's going to give me just a minute to actually weave it into the story. As these puddles rise and begin to take form and begin to take shape, and then before you know it, in front of you are a half a dozen human-shaped blood golems. Almost growing flesh, but not. They don't have eyes, but they have eye sockets. And they are looking at you. They don't have lips and mouths, but you can see the frown and the anger emanating from these blood creature golem things that are being formed from the blood pouring out from the skull down from that stone tablet's channel.
Okay. Don't like any of this now. I'm reaching for a bow before it gets under the blood.
Oh.
I don't like when the GM
I know.
laughs.
I'm sorry, I just saw what Felix did. And as the four of you are standing there, between you is the chest, not a treasure chest, like a dresser. It has
forth into Narnia.
The dresser has 3 drawers in it.
I open one drawer.
I always go for the bottom drawer first.
Zinnia, you open a drawer, and in that drawer is a pouch. It clinks when you touch it and jingles and almost lights up as if there's a glow coming from within it. And you know this pouch is for you.
I grab it.
There's 5 gold pieces worth of shiny golden gems. And I know gems aren't golden, but these gems are golden gems.
Ooh, pretty.
I'm going to open the bottom drawer.
Towels.
Towels?
Towels.
All right.
The fluffiest beach towels you've ever seen in your life.
Awesome.
Never
I
leave
take
home
one out
without
and
a
I
towel.
throw it at the blood people. Maybe they'll soak them up.
The pouch goes jingle, jangle, jingle.
I'll open the last drawer then.
More towels!
More towels.
Bells.
There are 4 different towels in here, each of a different color. 1 blue, 1 gold, 1 green, 1 red.
Ooh, gold.
Maybe I can towel snap these blood things to death. Smack them on their ass.
The blood golems begin
It's going to be a
moving
blood.
towards you in
What was that?
Oh.
That seems to be another redeem.
I didn't hear.
He said it's going to be a bloodbath.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
Do we need all these talents? Oy.
Oh, that was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. You know what? I don't care. I'm redeeming XP for you on that one.
How much XP?
It's going to be 100 XP.
Thank you very much.
I'm redeeming an XP on that one.
All right. Well,
Make the GM laugh. That's all that matters. The only way I survive.
These 6
Yeah.
blood creature golem things begin moving towards you aggressively.
I grab a bow as it walks past.
Why don't we just hold the towels open and they walk through the towels and then they work?
Yeah, well,
That's what I'm doing.
that's a month.
Roll for initiative.
We're all doing.
Actually, there is no initiative because in Conan the heroes always go first.
That's wrong. That's so wrong. Did you hear what he said?
No. Something about a towel flip.
No, I said, why don't we just hold the towels up and have them walk into the towels and then they just soak into the towels? And he said,
That only happens for ladies once a month.
Oh, this is a good session. I love it.
I'm going to try shooting the skull with my bow now that I have.
Roll an attack roll.
My executive assistant is going to help with that. Just one
That'd be 2 die 20,
Mhm.
with your ranged skill being a 16 and a 4.
And I got a critical.
Damn!
That's why I have my assistant roll.
That is 3 successes, generating you 2 momentum. Roll damage, I guess,
7d6.
which is 7 die 6 worth of damage with piercing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points of damage. 2 of them with piercing. The skull, right? You were shooting at the skull?
Yes, yeah, because it seems like that's the source.
Shatters it completely, utterly. Like your arrow shatters the skull into a mist. Along with your arrow, turns into a mist, a gray mist, not red, not dusty, a gray mist.
Does this stop other blood pools from forming?
Yeah, there are now just the 6 moving towards you.
Okay.
The tablet is still pouring blood upon the pedestal, and it is now kind of covering the pedestal like like I'm gonna go back with the chocolate fondue thing coming down and like kind of covering it and coming over like a cake topping or something.
Mhm.
But there's no skull there. It's just a pedestal.
Meat shield, go.
Shoot for the stone then. Yeah,
Next.
I have a feeling intimidating won't work on blood creatures.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Ah,
This isn't your dream. This is someone else's.
I dream.
all right. I guess I will attack one. Have Michael
Go
roll.
for it.
Have Michael roll for me though, because I don't have the thingy up.
9 and 7.
Okay, that's 2 successes.
Roll for damage. You generate a point of momentum.
What is your damage?
With my nice big heavy warhammer, it is 6.
8d6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 being effects.
Oh, do you have the
And
ability
I-
to reroll damage?
Do I need to?
Well, you missed one of them.
We got that wrong last time. Is that what that talent does?
Your talent is. Let me get back.
Yes, it's damage dice.
When making a melee attack, you may re-roll a number of damage dice equal to the total number of melee talents. So your 4, you can re-roll.
Okay, re-roll the 4.
Another
6
effect.
dice, 6 effects.
And I have vicious 2.
So
I'm trying to figure out just how to describe this, and I can see this in my mind. Imagine for a moment, if you will, somebody is throwing a water balloon filled with red dye water that's really viscous and thick, and you're hitting it with a baseball bat, right? Like you're playing softball or t-ball with a blood-filled water balloon, and you hit it, and it just explodes, pops like a tick, just covering everybody and everything around in a layer of mucus-like, viscous, thick, red blood.
Delicious.
Now I know
sit
what a
down
tampon
behind
feels
him
like.
perfectly clean because he's my meat shield.
You're welcome. The rest of them are yours.
Thank you.
It just happened.
Mhm.
That's a thing.
That was
I was
18
just saying,
Oh.
it
damage.
reminded you of-
Gross. Oh, that's real.
That's insane.
You just like made his day come true again.
Yeah, I'm reliving something.
No. Next,
Yeah, tell you later.
Xenia.
I take my what's it called?
Swords.
Yeah, that thing.
Would you like to use a point of momentum and attack with both swords?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
I need 2 attack rolls from you at 2d20 each. The first one needs 1 success. The second one needs 2 successes. The first one does not have a success, I'm afraid to say.
Mm.
But the second one has 3 successes.
Mhm.
Roll for damage. The damage on your sword is 5d6.
Nice.
1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage, with 2 of them being an effect. However, the effect on the sword is parrying, so that's not piercing. So 4 points of damage. You stab, swipes it straight through, like from shoulder to hip of this blood golem, and your sword goes through it. And I mean, beginning to end, like you're just going through a water. And at first you're like, well, it obviously didn't do anything because it's still coming at me and it's a liquid, except where your sword went through it is now a blackish red. It is now scabbed where your sword went through it. It is now coagulated, if you will,
Mm.
where your sword went through. Dang.
Shout at him.
Yeah, no. You're gonna flop over me, and I will attack them with that.
Roll your attack roll.
Hey, I actually hit.
All right, roll for damage.
Wait, is that 1 hit or 2 hits? Melee, probably. Yeah, no, that was definitely only 1 hit.
I may have poured my bourbon a little strong tonight, but it's a good night. What do we got for damage?
3d6
1 point of damage. It's the same one that she attacked, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That brings the total up to 5 points of damage, which is, funny enough, how much health they have, or how much resistance they have, and they're just minions. So as you strike through it with your claws.
Not my claws.
Oh, not your claws. What'd you hit it with?
The Urumi.
Oh, is that the whip sword thing?
Yeah.
The
whip sword.
sword of nine tails?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Basically.
The sword of nine tails? It strikes through it, collapsing it to the ground. Collapsing it not to the ground, into red mist, into fog, into gray mist, into nothing. It never existed in the first place. It's a dream. It makes sense. It's just not there anymore. And now it's their turn. And there are 4 of them left. As the first one attacks, Zang.
I have a buckler.
Do you?
I can parry.
No
I thought you had
successes.
tongs.
Huh?
I thought you had tongs.
No successes. As the second one attacks, Thornicius. Ooh, 2 successes.
I am going to spend a fortune point and try to block this with my hatchet.
Before you do that, I'm going to help you out here.
I'm going to try and roll it first, yeah?
You have the deflection skill, which means you get your first parry for free.
Right.
So roll your parry. If you want to put momentum on the parry, you're welcome to. But there's no point in spending a fortune yet.
Yeah, let's put a momentum on it. So that gives me 3 rolls, 3 dice, right?
3 dice, that is correct.
Roll. Ah, I got this.
I know, Felix. They totally are.
Watch this.
Roll 3 die 20.
See?
Well, you got 2 successes. They had 2 successes. You successfully parry
Oh, sweet.
by falling into it.
Ew.
Yeah.
You
It's
are
in my mouth.
now
It's in my mouth.
not only in your mouth, you are now merged with it. It is now surrounding you.
Oh, great.
It's
I mean,
in
you
my
can still breathe.
everything.
You can still breathe, and you're not sure how you can still breathe. And you can still see, and you're not sure how you can still see. It's a dream. It makes sense. But you are now completely entombed within this creature.
Frick.
Number 3 attacks you while you are entombed within said creature. With 3 successes, sir.
Crap.
Would you like to attempt another parry?
No, I would like to attempt to just rip out the backside of this thing and keep going.
Unfortunately, it's not your turn, so you don't get to do that.
Yeah. I'll try to parry, I guess.
All right, so you're going to give me a point of doom. Okay.
Yeah.
Roll for parry.
Give me it back.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Oh,
Roll 2 die 20.
I know.
You need 3 successes on 2 dice.
Hopefully I didn't jinx it.
2d20?
Yep.
You jinxed it.
I jinxed it.
Hey, we got a bunch of raiders. Play Nerd allies raided us with a party of 9. Hey, I'm sorry, I missed you guys coming in. Good to have you all. That would be 0 successes on your parry skill. And you gave me a doom, which is even better. And so that means you take 1, 2, 3 points of damage with an effect of piercing.
Ouch. Okay.
So 3 points of damage. 1 of them completely ignores your armor. Oh, wait a minute. You're also entombed right now. For 2 armor-piercing damage. Let's see. What armor are you wearing right now? You've got a Brigandine, so 2 soak. Yeah, so I guess it's only 2 points of physical damage.
Okay.
But you take 2 points of physical damage.
Ouch. Just goes down to 9. Mm-hmm.
They are completely ignoring it, Felix. I know. I don't even understand, but that's okay. And that is... Oh, I get 1 more attack still. Whoops, wrong one.
He gets another shot.
He does?
Yes.
Also, upon Thornicius, once more.
Guys, help me out here.
There's 1 success there.
What?
I mean, you could try to do another parry, but I would get 2 points of doom if you parried again.
No, just... I'll try and soak it.
All right, because I'm spending a couple of points of doom on the damage now.
He trying to kill you?
That would be 7 damage dice I just rolled.
Ouch.
That's a lot of 2s.
Oh, is it really? I haven't even... Oh! 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 points of damage with an effect. One of those being armor piercing. So, 9 points of damage minus your 2 for armor would be 7 points of damage, plus 1 for armor piercing is 8. 8
Brings me down to 1.
points of damage upon you.
Yep.
That is also an injury.
Yep.
5 or more points of damage in a single attack gives you an injury. You have your first injury.
Yay.
Help.
Kersplat. And now it's the party's turn, though. If you want to get out from within this creature, if you will, I would allow a athletics check to outstrength it, basically. But that would be your action for the turn.
That's fine. I'll do that.
All right. It'll be an opposed check, your roll versus their roll. I might recommend using momentum just in case,
Yes.
because I think I'm going to use Doom.
Am I first up then?
It's the party's turn. You go whatever order you want.
First up. Get out of it so that we can kill it.
3d20. 3d20.
Oops.
But those 2 will do.
Just 1 point of momentum?
Do I do one more?
He's got to do. We're going to do 1 more.
Okay.
Sorry.
Nice.
That helps.
Nice. Your athletics is a 1, though, so it's only a single success, but still nice. You got 3 successes there. 3d20. And I got...
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Dang.
3 successes as well. Fortunately for you, Ty goes to the heroes.
Good.
You struggle your way. You wiggle and you shake and you finally slide out from within this bubble of blood.
And I hand you a towel.
I'm bone again. Give me that towel.
I'm getting an Ace Ventura moment here.
Next.
Never again. Never again. Never trust anything that bleeds for 7 days and doesn't die.
Abertac, you want to go?
They're all dead.
There's 4 more.
What? I did my part.
I killed 1 too.
Can I try to get Thornicius out of his without, brashing his
He already.
He just got himself out.
I am scrambling behind you now like a hurt.
Sorry, I thought he got another one on him, but I guess he was attacked twice. He took damage from being inside it and getting hit by it.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
A lot of damage.
Yeah, a lot.
I will step up and try to attack the one, try to shelter him from the next one. So, Michael, if you roll 2 dice for me again, please.
Oh, and actually, I'm going to throw this out there, and I'll give it to you because we already determined the dice roll. But you have a physical wound, which means any physical checks have an increased difficulty of 1 now.
Uh-huh.
So this wouldn't have been a success if I had been paying attention. But I'll give it to you this time.
Thank you.
But now all of your physical checks take an extra dice roll.
What's
Right?
your-
That's how wounds work, right? I have it written down.
Yeah, so I got 2 successes to hit it.
All right, you will hit it. Hit damage.
Does that give him a point of momentum as well?
Yeah. Yep, you get a point of momentum. Thank you for calling that.
And Michael, if you roll a 66 for me.
All right. Each harm increases the difficulty of all related skill checks by 1, whether it's agility, brawn, coordination for physical. Yep. Okay.
Would you like to re-roll that 4 and 3?
Yes, please.
Can you re-roll them both? You don't have 2. Man.
I have no mercy and
Oh, you do have 2 points in melee skills. Okay, yeah, you can re-roll both. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of damage, 3 of them being vicious.
Vicious 2.
Vicious 2,
Which
correct.
is what, 3 damage each?
Yeah, pretty much. Yep.
So 3, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12,
You
13, 15 points of
splatter. See prior description for blood bug splatter.
Mhm.
As
I'm
everybody
saying
is,
it's some of these too, because
as everybody is once again covered in fresh blood. Again. There are 3 of them remaining, Zinnia and Zhang.
a little help here.
A lot of help here.
Zinnia?
To my double sword again.
All right. 1 point of momentum being spent there. Roll 2 die 20 for your first attack, please. That is 1 success, which is good enough for these guys. Roll for damage. And your damage on that is 5 die 6.
Nice.
1, 2, 3 points of damage, 2 of them being an effect. You dealt 3 points of damage. Roll 2 die 20 for your second attack. Ooh. You just generated the party 2 points of momentum. Roll for damage. Would you like to use momentum to deal extra damage? You probably don't need to. I think I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Roll 5 die 6 for damage, please. 1, 2, 3, 4 points of damage, 3 of them being an effects, which is parry, which doesn't apply here, but 3 points of damage is indeed enough. 2, you drew an X. First slash, shoulder to hip. Second slash, shoulder to hip. You drew an X and quartered this blood golem into a red mist, a gray mist, into a fog, into nothingness that was never there to begin with. 2 remaining. Zhang, go.
I'm using one of the points of momentum to increase my die roll.
Okay.
And I needed it because I got 1 success.
Okay, roll for damage. You're using Urumi again?
Yep.
Okay.
2, 3, 4. 4 points of damage.
What's... You have fearsome and spread on there. I'm not certain what spread does.
I'm not sure either.
Whatever. Okay, we're going to move on. It's already 6:10, 7:10. You dealt 5 points of damage. I'll find that out between sessions. I don't really want to spend the next 10 minutes looking because there's a lot more to get done tonight.
That's fine by
There
me.
is There is one remaining blood golem who attacks you, saying, would you like to try to deflect and parry?
I would, in fact, like to do that.
So you're going to give me a point of doom?
I don't have to because I have a buckler.
Oh. You do?
I did have a buckler too.
I've always had a buckler.
Okay. You do not give me a point of doom, but he does have one success, so roll me a parry roll.
I roll well.
What the hell? I lost my channel. Two. I just got kicked out of Roll20 for some reason. All right. 2 successes. You generate 1 point of momentum. It is now the party's turn.
Nice.
Abertac, would you like to go first?
I will go ahead and try to smush one. Michael?
Roll your attack. 2 die 20. There's 4 points of momentum.
You know what? Let's go ahead and add a die to it just in case. So. All right. That is 2 successes.
All right. You restore your 1 point of momentum.
And if you will go ahead.
Would you like to use momentum for damage?
Nah. Go ahead and roll the 6. There you go.
1,
Nice.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points of damage. I'm not going to make you reroll because that's enough.
Okay.
Okay.
So let's imagine this in your mind for
How
a moment.
much blood am I covered in?
There are 6 creatures, 6 golem blood bags. Abertac goes pop, 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 pop. The rest of the party goes ow, 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 pop, ow, 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 pop.
Anytime now, guys.
And the blood golems have now dissipated, and so has the skull on the statue, and so has the pedestal itself. But as they dissipate, coming from behind this pedestal is a child walking directly towards you.
Kill it.
Indeterminate age, indeterminate origin, indeterminate gender. Just a child walking towards you wearing basic, normal, like Westerner type clothes.
Child clothes.
It doesn't even seem to see you guys. It doesn't acknowledge you, just walking.
Can I communicate with it?
I mean, you can try.
Would like to communicate and ask, where are we? Who are you?
It doesn't acknowledge you or even seem to see you as it continues just walking forward through the channel of blood raining down from the tablet.
What happens after they walk
Michael, do you want to try to seduce it?
As it goes through the channel of blood, the blood rains down straight center upon its head, but then it channels down and starts flowing behind him over his shoulders, almost like a cape or a cloak of blood, as it just walks towards you.
Yeah, I don't like this a bit.
It doesn't appear to be seeing you or acknowledging you. Okay, thank you for saying
Very
that.
much like if somebody doesn't tell him not to, he's gonna just smash this thing when it gets into range.
I call
I'm
that.
not too sure that's not a bad
Stone,
idea.
it's the source.
It's clothing. After it goes through it, the clothing goes from just like clothes to being made of tree bark.
What's
And
the
he's
ethnicity of this individual?
what's the what?
Ethnicity.
Can't tell. I mean, it's not dark skinned, but it's kind of indeterminate.
Ancient blood or something like that.
Maybe, probably. It's it's not a child though, it's a teenager. As it is only mere feet from you, dressed in tree bark, with blood over its shoulders, almost as a cloak or a cape.
Groot.
As the tablet is raining blood upon it as it moves. It's moving, the tablet is moving, but you know the tablet is not moving. But no matter where, no matter how far forward this entity gets, the tablet is still sitting still and still raining blood down upon it.
Kill the tablet. Kill it.
You can't kill Groot.
No, the tablet.
Well, I mean, you're the only one who can probably reach the thing.
All right, I'm going to take a shot at the tablet.
Roll an attack roll.
Roll that beautiful beating footage. There we go, 2 successes.
Nothing. Arrow goes through it.
Goes through it. Damn it.
I mean, you fire the arrow, but not even the arrow goes through. The arrow just disappears. Like, twang! But I mean, I'm pretty certain I thought I fired an arrow, but I never fired an arrow. Why would I fire an arrow? It's a dream. It makes sense. I didn't fire an arrow. That's just not what happens in this dream.
Oh, jeez. All right, Zhang, yell at it. Do something. I can't do nothing.
The entity walks through you.
I start going, wake up! Wake up!
Step aside.
You feel nothing but maybe a slight chill. The stream of blood doesn't even get interrupted as it goes through you. It doesn't seem to touch you. It just continues to give the child a cloak of blood. The teenager a cloak of blood. The young adult now, that man-sized, fully adult-sized woman, man, fully adult-sized entity that's now walking past you. You can only see its back. You can see a head. You can see the cloak. You can see arms as it's just walking away from you now as a fully grown adult with a cloak of blood. But it's not wearing tree bark. It's wearing leather.
Can I possibly use my healthy superstition to?
Ooh. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Let's see, what is page 65? Let me double check on exactly what that does. This is why I like writing down the page. It saves so much time. Some superstitions are just common sense, and you hold many of those beliefs. The superstition allows you to stand firm in the face of the unnatural, even if doing so would seem foolhardy. When facing supernatural threats, you are empowered by this belief. When a supernatural threat manifests, you may spend a momentum to immediately gain morale soak, which lasts until the end of the current scene. Well, since this isn't doing actual morale damage, what we'll say here is that everyone else is pretty unnerved by what just happened. But your healthy superstition tells you that it's not real. Thornicius, on the other hand, has 1 hit point left and knows very well that it's real. You know that this is a vision or an interpretation or a dream or something. And as it continues walking, it's no longer wearing leather. Now it is wearing steel armor, like proper military armor. We're talking a chainmail undersuit, plates, scales on the shoulders, armor.
Of what region?
Western.
But nothing else. Like no sigil, no.
All you can see is its back and bits and pieces of it and a blood cloak.
Okay. We're seeing a progression of an individual who's been chosen to rise through the ranks. I'm seeing this as that. With my time spent within the military as an archer, I would notice that effect, but I would not know anything more than where the armor seems to have come from, which you already said is.
It's definitely Western style armor.
Yeah, Western style. So.
And
Well, this doesn't look good.
as it continues on into the distance, you see that it's not wearing armor now. It's wearing silver and gold. It's, well, armor, but it's like ornamental, shiny, bright, almost reflecting in the light that's not here, but it's reflecting of silvers and golds, a crown upon its head,
Is it,
silver gray hair.
Don't know.
is it godlike?
No,
No, just a man, but he's frozen to the Rex.
or
Nice.
woman. You've
Yeah.
still not been able to
Just a
determine
person.
a gender.
Yeah, just a person.
An entity, a person of indeterminate origin, of indeterminate age, of indeterminate gender.
They're indeterminate.
Can we wake up now? This hurts.
Go home.
So
I'd say pinch yourself, but apparently that doesn't really matter here.
I tried.
Your own face off.
Still here.
So that person that you saw is now there's something different there. It's not that person. It's something entirely different. It is a figure, a dark, robed figure. All you can really tell is there's a hood. There's maybe like a deer skull, the front of a deer or an elk or something kind of peeking out, just peeking out from the front of the hood. Dark robe, dark hood, shadows, a touch of an animal skull peeking out from it. And it's standing on one of those, and I can't remember what they're called, but I always equate them to like naval compasses. Like it's got the 16 points compass. It's like it's all sorts of triangles.
Yeah, the map rose or the
Yeah,
map.
yeah, exactly. The map rose compass. Yep. And there's this robed, skull-wearing, hooded figure standing in the middle of this compass. And I mean, apparently you're right beside it. Like you can stare right at it. And there are red lines, wavy, undulating red, viscous lines stretching out in various directions. And you can tell as you're looking at this compass, there are 3 lines. One line is stretching out to the west. One line is stretching out to the south. One line is stretching out between the two to the southwest. At the end of each line is a figure. The line running to the southwest, the figure is lying on the ground in a fetal position, not moving. That line is very weak. The line running to the west, however, is strong and pulsating. It's running to another shadowy figure. A shadowy figure with long hair, brown, sandy brown, long hair. Underneath its feet, you see an image of an open area bounded by walls on 4 sides. You see maybe miniature tents, miniature wagons, brightly colored flags underneath it. Give me a. Ooh, which one should this be? I'm going to go with observation on this one. Give me an observation check.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at that one.
You're our observer.
Can I use a point of momentum?
No, not in this case. I mean, technically you can, but I don't think you're going to need to.
You say that.
Yeah, but Thornicius and Zinnia both succeeded here. Zinni, are you there? Do we lose you?
She stepped out for a minute.
All right.
She'll be
Well,
back.
the two of you. Ooh, it's dark in here. It just got dark. Let me turn my lights on.
Sounds like you're
I'm afraid of the dark.
Did you like that plot pause?
Yes.
I don't know what to type.
Just hold on.
You recognize what you're seeing. I mean, think about this. What in your recent history is a large squared off open area bounded by buildings on four sides that might have various wagons and small tents and brightly colored artifacts?
Sounds like a military something or another.
Or a market square
Or a market square, yeah.
that might be in a courtyard of a town.
Oh no.
A town that you recognize, a courtyard that you recognize as Turner's Pass. This is the courtyard at Turner's Pass on market day. And there is a figure standing over it with long, sandy brown hair.
Do we know of anybody with long, sandy brown hair?
Yes, I mentioned it once.
That wouldn't be the captain, would it?
No.
No.
Captain had close cropped hair. Dark, close cropped hair.
Thanks, Slayer, by the way. Appreciate that.
Oh, what happened? Did I miss something?
You threw me
Oh,
some-
Slayer. All right. That's another 100 XP to you, Bill.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you, Erm.
Was that Baron Corcoy that had the sandy brown hair?
You've never actually met Baron Corcoy.
I know, but we were given a description of him, weren't we?
Guess you'll just have to find out again if you
the son of the slave guy we killed.
return to Turner's Pass. But this person is standing over the courtyard, over the market square.
You
At
said
these,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, go ahead, please.
You said that one was in Turner's Pass. Do we recognize any of the other spots?
So the line to the west came to this one. The line to the southwest moved to a smaller figure, kind of feminine in shape, in the fetal position on the ground, which the other two are not moving. Dead. Weak. A weak line. Thank you, Nat. The final line, the strongest of the three lines, is heading almost directly south. And it is moving to a figure, and all you see is a shadow, an anthropomorphic shadow. A shadow in the shape of a human. And that human is hiding behind something. You can't really tell what that something is. It could be a chest. It could be a table. It could be a pillar. You're not really sure what that something is. But upon that something that this figure is hiding behind is the crown jewel of Ophir.
We don't know what color that ranger's hair is, do we?
Yeah, you just met the ranger.
No, the one we're looking for.
Yeah, you just met him in the prior session.
Oh.
I know you weren't there. You guys met him in the prior session. He has darkish brown. Actually, basically, Viggo Mortensen's Aragorn is kind of what he looks like.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I've kind of modeled him off in my mind.
I'm going to take a wild chance at this, and I am going to reach out with my axe, and I'm going to slash at the line between the westernmost line, the strongest one.
No, the strongest one is to the south.
To the south. Okay, that one. I'm going to reach out and try and slash the line. Damage that red line somehow.
Roll an attack roll.
The way you say it.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
3 dang successes. Wow. You like razored that thing so finely, split through there, and then you did some zigzags and a slash and a splatter, and you splattered blood everywhere, and that line continued exactly as it was.
Ah.
Now destroy my.
But
Been trying for a while.
you do notice something as you're staring at this, behind all of this, as you're looking at this image of the figure with the 3 lines and the 3 other figures at the end of each of those lines, as you're looking at them, the backdrop, imagine you're at a theater and you're watching a play and there's a curtain behind the play, right? Like the curtain is the backdrop. It's like there's a curtain here, like at the backdrop of a theater, a curtain, but it's not made of velvet. It's not made of cotton. It's
Blood?
moving. It's slithering almost. It's made of scales, green scales and gold scales and black scales and red scales, like of a serpent.
My towels.
What about the towels?
Same color as my towels.
Oh, yeah. Similar, except the towels had a blue one.
I didn't get one of those.
There was a blue instead of a black, but yeah, similar. And this backdrop is scales, but not just like a curtain made of scales. It's slithering.
Moving.
It's moving like it's, and not just whoop, but like this part's moving up and this part's moving down and this part's slithering of scales. And just for a moment, you can almost see a cobra, frilled out cobra, lifting up in front of this curtain, shielding this central figure, shielding this hooded, cloaked, beskulled figure from the tablet of blood pouring down. This figure's not having blood pouring upon it. It is being shielded from the blood by a cobra, which you only notice for just a moment before you, I mean, obviously there's no tablet pouring blood at this point in the dream. That's just not a thing. That was in the other parts of it. That's not in this part of it. That's how dreams work. It makes sense. But you know that you saw just for a moment the hood of a cobra shielding this figure from the blood.
Tell me what you mean.
Everybody else get this shit? What the hell were we smoking?
No, but
I
I'm
don't
ready.
understand any of this. I just want to put an arrow in something.
I think it's all the spices. They made us a dinner with hell kind of spices in it.
Uh-huh.
I don't think it was spices.
All right, I want to wake up now.
And the curtain slithers towards you.
Oh no.
I want to go away from this.
Snake charming skill.
No.
And it's not a curtain, but it's snakes. Several of them. A dozen of them. Different snakes of different colors and sizes and shapes that have been just writhing together into the shape and the form of a curtain. And now you see them start to separate as they writhe towards you.
Oh, hell no.
This is when you take your towel and start going, oh, no. See how good your snapping skills are.
Yeah. All right. I got to throw this out there. And Felix pointed it out too. You got a chest of super absorbent towels.
Yeah.
And when you were fighting liquid creatures, you didn't use the super absorbent towels upon
I
the
did
liquid
say
creatures.
to, but nobody listened.
Yeah, she did say that.
I said it,
She did say wrap it around the thing, but
right?
yeah, nobody else did. I made a period joke and we all
I
laughed.
said that. I just didn't bother because my
You wouldn't have been able to hit it.
weapons were good enough for it. I killed 2 of them.
Really?
Yes.
Anywho,
Just because it's
So now take the towels and strangle them.
And the
Okay.
snakes coalesce together into one large creature. Abertak, you can give me a sorcery or lore. Sorcery or society, sorry. No, just sorcery. Give me a sorcery check. Actually, anybody can give me a sorcery check.
It's my best check, so
Several successes.
yes. All right, I got 4 successes.
wow.
This isn't just a snake that they're forming into.
No,
No, really.
Really? Who'da thunk?
you don't say.
This is the imagery of Set, the
I-
Stygian god.
Tell me something I didn't already know.
What you didn't already know is that this isn't a simile. This isn't a symbol of. This is the movement of Set, and you are sure of it.
Oh, well, in that case, I want out of here.
All right, so there's 3 of you in this dream staring at the snake, right?
Yeah.
Can I throw my gems at him?
All 3 of you. Which it's been the whole time, just the 3 of you.
Which 3?
There's a Zang, a Thornicius, and a Zinnia.
Hmm.
And the partridge in the pear tree.
Okay, well, where did Abertak go?
Oh, he's been gone a while now.
Okay.
It's a dream. It makes sense.
All right, there's this big
Something,
snake.
something, giant snake. I'm out. Audi 5000.
Yep. Look, I have standards and legitimate terrorists.
Can I roll a sorcery check?
Go for it.
Great, now you're gonna leave us. Thanks.
Oh no, I'm going to do something completely different.
And now for something completely different.
It's 20 buttons, flying circus.
1 success.
Okay, what are you trying to do?
Well, if I recognize it as Set, I'd like to address it in Stygian.
You
Why would
do
you do
recognize it as a symbol of Set. A snake, a Stygian snake. What do you say?
What's the word? Greetings, emissary of Set. What message do you bear for us?
You know what that is, right?
Zinnia and Thornicius. You hear him speak a language you've never heard, but You've heard somebody else say something similar. You've heard Verai say something that sounded very similar, actually.
Uh-oh.
In her sleep.
With the teddy bear.
Iron Man, hey, good to have you. All right, Zhang. You greet it, and it pauses. The world shall be taken.
Oh,
By
nice.
whom?
Oh, there you go.
By the ancients. The Octoronians shall return.
Asheronians.
I don't know anything about that.
Asherona. Could you spell that? Just for...
Acheron.
Okay, thank you.
They're one of the ancient bloodlines. You're going to know this because of your society. I'm not even going to make you roll it. The Octoronians were basically the ones that controlled most of the continent using blood sacrifices, slaves, and sorcery until the Hyborians came down from the north and incited a massive rebellion against them and threw them out and basically committed genocide.
These are Western.
Unfortunately, Verai is not here, Iron Man. Apologies. He could not make it tonight. Continue. I apologize. Sorry.
These are Westerners as opposed to Eastern ancient bloodline.
Yeah, but you're very well familiar with it because their power stretched even upon Katai. The Stygians kind of consider themselves the descendants of the Octoronians' power, and they are the ones that are most likely to be committing blood sacrifices and such whatnot.
Fair enough.
So we have an Abertak, a Zang, a Zinnia, and a Thornicius.
Though Abertak has decided to exit the dream.
Well, yeah.
Toot sweet.
If he can decide to leave the dream, I can't wait.
Because it's not a dream. This is just existence.
There's just the two in here. There's been just the two of you the whole time, Thornicius and Zing. It's a dream. It makes sense.
This is dwindling down to nothing.
Why the two of you are dreaming in each other's dreams? I mean, that could be a question, but it's just the two of you in each other's dreams here.
As I speak to a snake in a language you don't understand.
Yeah, I'm just, caveman rubbing skull like.
Perhaps you should heal yourself.
Yeah, maybe I should. I don't know how though.
The snake continues to grow in size as the cobra hood around it almost envelops over you now, blotting out the sun that doesn't exist because there are no shadows, but it's definitely becoming darker as the snake grows around.
I'm going to roll sorcery and get the heck out of here.
Yeah, no. Peace.
Oh no! You guys sent your phone number.
He doesn't know my name.
He knows all.
I don't know.
Your sorcery is a 7. You rolled 8s.
No.
I use a fortune.
So here you are, Zhang, speaking to this serpent of Set, all by yourself, conversing.
Hmm. And how do you plan on accomplishing this? Or how do the Asheronians plan on accomplishing this goal? Yes, we figured out the blood bit. There's blood everywhere. I'd be covered in it if it weren't for
This guy was right there. Now he's not.
a good meat shield. I mean,
The snake is no longer just in front of you and over. It has become almost doming around you, starting to dome around you.
do you have any message for us? This is obviously, you obviously wish to tell us something.
There is no hope for you.
Told him that.
As it completes its dome around you and everything goes dark. So, here you guys are, right? Scattered around in various, very uncomfortable sleeping positions with a massive skull-splitting hangover, waking up in the morning in a Pictish camp underneath a mountain that looks like a tortoise. Dehydrated, wondering what dog just threw up in your mouth.
Ew.
Guts falling in. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm whole again.
Dreams of blood and tools and snakes and skulls.
That snake was a real tool.
And each of you
Nope.
awaken.
Anybody else remember that?
The village is empty.
Of everyone?
The village is empty.
Like it never happened.
No dancing, no food. You didn't take no leftovers?
And that's where we're going to leave our cliffhanger.
The leftovers. Oh, man.
That's where we're going to leave our cliffhanger. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is Halloween week, as well you know. So join us tomorrow night as we spend our Halloween with special episodes. Tomorrow night is a Halloween storytelling End of the World, where we're going to be playing 10 Candles by Calvary Games at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. If you haven't seen or heard of 10 Candles, you really got to check it out. It's an interesting kind of a horror system as each of the candles blows out until the end. Thursday, we will have a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons Sleepaway Camp starting at 8:30 p.m. Saturday, The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Megaverse takes on Vampires and Rifts by Palladium Games starting at 6. We're currently in Colorado and investigating vampire cows. Sunday, we have the Fates of the Dead, again, 5th edition, zombie swarm fighting, bringing it to you live. Monday, we're back for a special holiday edition of Star Trek at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And the next Tuesday, we come back to the real world as each of the party grapples with the terms of their dreams and what they really mean. Next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern. We look forward to seeing you there. We love having each and every one of you here. And have a good night.
Good night. Thanks for joining.